What's up, everybody? So this is my Sims 3 in 2025 wish-based legacy family. And basically, I just wanted to make this video because I feel like in 2025, I have been drawn to The Sims 3 for many reasons. I mean, The Sims 4 just isn't living up to expectations that The Sims 3 had in terms of the content that it brings. Sims 3, each pack that it brought was just filled with so much gameplay, variety, and just personality that The Sims 4 just doesn't have. I feel like The Sims 4 is just so vapid. And one of the big reasons that I feel like The Sims 3 has so much personality is because of all of these wishes that your Sims autonomously get. And these wishes are so much like more thought out than The Sims 4's wants system. I mean, these wishes are very like personality based and based on your Sim's lifetime wish or their traits, they get these wishes. Like, for example, my Sim is a cat person, and one of her wishes is to adopt a cat. None of my other Sims have ever wanted to adopt a cat, but because the Sim is a cat person, she wants to adopt a cat. And with this wish-based legacy, basically what I'm going to be doing is following the wishes of these Sims. So, since Delphine here wants to adopt a cat, that means I am going to adopt a cat. And I also wanted to make this video at this moment because I'm about to do a big shift for this legacy. I'm still in Generation 1. Delphine Baudelaire here is the founding Sim. I'm going to insert a picture of her when she was young in her prime, but she is a retired stylist. She reached level 7 of her career, and her husband is dead, but it was this man. His name was Eddie Baudelaire. His old name was Eddie Jet, but he is Eddie Baudelaire. And Baudelaire is the name of the family from a series of unfortunate events. Sort of just, playing on that. I thought it was a cool name when I did like a random name generator. But as you can see, the two of them, they were popping out babies like it was candy. I mean, they had five daughters. And we're gonna go in order that they were born and introduce everyone in the family. But this is Delphine, she's the founder. And she, started this whole thing. Um, This is Fiona. She's the oldest daughter. Um, and she is like, what is this? Like halfway through adulthood, young adulthood. Um, so she is the oldest, but all the daughters are pretty close in age. Fiona's just the oldest. And right now she's a lab tech, level 2 in the science career. I don't know if I'm gonna pursue that because I mean her lifetime wish has to do with alchemy. And then these are her traits. So I don't know if we're gonna pursue the science career, but that was one of her wishes was to join the science career. But I'd always be open to, doing something else. Um, because again, this is a wish-based challenge, so as much as I would want Fiona to do something, probably something that I've never done before in The Sims, I just want to respect the autonomy, and of course it's within reason, but basically, Fiona, that's what you want to do. Yasmin, or no, Seraphine was the next born, Seraphine Baudelaire. Um, and Fiona doesn't really follow a theme for the name. I just did a random name generator and I thought it was cute. But for Seraphine and Yasmin, I wanted to give them the INE, like last three letters, like Delphine. So Seraphine, Yasmin, pretty similar to Delphine, um, at least spelling wise. And then Seraphine, she's probably going to be the next era that I'm going to be focusing on. I just like her personality the most. Um, These are her traits. And then right now she is a self-employed painter. She's a very good painter. Let's see. She's level 7 already. She was like throughout her whole teen years she wanted to paint, which I think she gets a lot of inspiration from her mom who was a stylist and she would be painting a lot on this little whatever like design board. So Seraphine definitely gets a lot of inspiration from her mom. And also growing up, out of all 5 sisters, Seraphine was the favorite between both parents. Eddie, the dad, is no longer with us. Here's his tombstone in the back. R.I.P. Eddie. But Seraphine here, she was definitely the favorite. Like, she had aspects of both of their personalities. They were both pretty artistic, both their parents. So she got the artistic trait, so she loved painting and she likes music. She loves both things that they love. All her wants have to do with painting, so she wants to pursue her career in painting, and she also wants to go to university, which we're definitely going to be doing with her. I think that's going to be one of the first things we do because also Fiona wants to go. So, as of these two Sims, I want to go. I have to go to university. Um, let's see. Next is Yasmin, and Seraphine and Yasmin. The reason that they have similar names, they are twin sisters, but they are very, very different. So while Seraphine was the favorite, Yasmin was absolutely the least favorite. I mean, Yasmin was, she wasn't even really a problem child, but I don't know if it was she got jealous because her sister was more liked or what it was, but she just did not have a good relationship with, especially her dad. Um, and the parents, Eddie, the dad, had wishes of sending like some of the kids to boarding school, and it was only some of the kids. So Fiona, Yasmin, and then another kid that we haven't got to yet. But he wanted to send them to boarding school, whether that be to fix some bad traits of theirs or to get them away from the house. Who really knows what the intentions were? But Yasmin was one of them, and so her teen years she was away at boarding school. But before she went to boarding school, she got in a huge fight with her dad Eddie, and that was the last day that he was alive. He actually died literally right after they got in a fight. It was like a real crazy coincidence, I guess, but maybe the stress of the argument got to him. But I feel like after that, a lot of her sisters in my head, head canon of what happened was they like kind of blame her for the death of their dad. Like he died via like heart attack slash stress or whatever, and she induced it after she got sent to boarding school. She was like bitter and, you know, bitter personality. Um, but with that, she is in the sports career. That's what she wanted to do. But her lifetime goal is to be. She was like growing up. She really loved fishing. Like she would go fishing all by herself as a kid before she got sent to boarding school. So yeah, so she's an angler. That's her lifetime wish, and then that's her career. She's also a lot more athletic though than um, when she first grew up because now she's like muscular and like she looks really good. But she used to be big. Not even gonna lie. Um, So then, yeah, so Fiona was born by herself. Seraphine and Yasmin were the first set of twins, and then these were the last set of twins, were Gwendolyn and Vivian. And I believe Vivian was born first. I can't remember, but I believe Vivian was born first. And Vivian, these are her traits. She's also artistic, but she's not as like I don't know why. Her wishes were just not like painting oriented or even music oriented really like so she's not as advanced as like her sister Seraphine is um at painting or any other skill. So Vivian's kind of, going with the flow in life. She doesn't really know what's going on. And she hates outdoors and she's a couch potato, so she's probably gonna be cool with staying inside, being home jobless anyways, so that's okay. And they also just turned into adults. It was literally just their birthday, I think, a few hours ago. So yeah, very fresh young adults. And then so that was her personality, and she's unemployed because obviously she just aged up. And then Gwendolyn is, I believe, the youngest. She is basically like she wants to be a celebrity. She has star quality. She's um, that's really like all there is about her. Like she has star quality, good sense of humor. Like she could be like a comedian. She's charismatic. Like she definitely can work her way with people. I just don't think that's something that I want to do with this next generation. I don't think that's who I want to follow is the celebrity. I don't think I want to deal with that system right now. And I also have a bunch of new packs that I just bought that I need to play with. So that being like, basically, when I was growing up and playing this game, I had over 2,000 hours with only the base game and late night. But recently, with a sale, I was able to get a whole bunch of packs, including like Ambitions, Generation, Pets, like Supernatural, University Life, basically everything I just said. And I want to play with it all. And so it is time to move from this beautiful town of Bridgeport. This was the house that we lived in. It's off in the outskirts of Bridgeport. This is the main city. So beautiful. I love this city, and it's what I grew up with. That's why I played this first gen in it for like nostalgia. Like this is what I know in The Sims. Like I used the hell out of this city growing up. So beautiful. But I don't know why little logos aren't popping up, but it's okay. Um, so with that, it is time to move these girls out and have them start their lives in a new town. I mean, there's five of them, so I definitely have options of who I'm gonna follow. But I think the first thing I'm gonna do, have them move to Twinbrook. Delphine here is going to adopt a cat. Obviously, that's she's on her last day of living, so anytime now she can die. So I think like on her bucket list before she dies, she wants to adopt a cat and then literally paint until she dies because she needs to master the painting skill. That's her two biggest wishes. She's not teaching, yeah, whatever. Fiona, when she moves, she's gonna be one of the Sims that we stay with. I feel like Fiona's always been the outsider of the family since she was the oldest. She also wasn't a twin sister. And when she was like growing up, the other twins, both sets of twins, they were super close in age, so it was four babies all at once. And she was like kind of older, so she was kind of like neglected, I feel. And then she was into boarding school as well. So she's like kind of like the the odd one out, I'd say, of the family. Besides Yasmin. Yasmin is like despised because of the relationship and what happened with her dad. She was the last one to even see him, and that's how she really ended it. But Fiona is like just the odd one out. Not hated, just the odd one out. Um, but we're gonna stick with her because she wants to go to university, and that's who the main sim that we're gonna focus on, Seraphine, is gonna be doing. She wants to go to university, probably in the painting. I mean, look at all this. She wants to reach level 5, paint something worth 350, and improve painting skill. Like yeah, she wants to continue her career. Um, Vivian is also gonna be someone that we're gonna be staying with. I'm not sure for how long, because I don't know how interesting her story is going to be. But we'll see what she wants to do there. Because her two sisters are going to university. If she doesn't roll a wish, she might not roll a wish to go to university though. So I don't know if she's gonna be going. But either way, she's gonna be one of the three sisters that I focus on. Gwendolyn, like I said earlier, I don't really want to focus with celebrity stuff right now. And I love that she wants to go for that. Like she can definitely do that, but just not with us. But regardless of who we're focusing on, we will be moving the whole family with us to Twinbrook, the town from Ambitions. And yeah, I was just browsing the worlds, including the store worlds. And I think Twinbrook is just a really nice one. And I think it's one that I can definitely like expand upon with this next generation or two. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay in Twinbrook, but I like staying like for a longer amount of time. Um, I just have played Bridgeport so much growing up that I think I just want a fresh start, especially for these five sisters. I want them to have just a fresh world to live in, a fresh, new life. Let me also introduce this Simbot. Eddie, the man who died, he with his lifetime wish points, he bought J. Baudelaire, the Simbot. I just kept the traits random. I didn't choose them. I don't really like choosing the traits, even for the kids when they grow up. I just let it be random. I feel like The Sims 3 just has such good autonomy. I love just letting things be random. It just adds so much personality to the game. I think the next step of action is going to be moving these girls and this family to Twinbrook. And after we move there, finishing these not lifetime wishes, finishing these wishes that each of the Sims want. As I was preparing to move the girls out, I kid you not, Vivian rolled the wish to enroll in university. So that just further fuels the fact that these are the three that I want to be playing with is Seraphine, Fiona, and Vivian in this next generation at university. All right, so I was able to get the Baudelaire family moved to Twinbrook using one of the mods, the NROS Porter mod, which is linked below on the mod list. But it also keeps the relationships, which I love. Like, look, all these people still have their relationships. They also keep the career that they were in. So she's still level 2 with the sports career. She still is level 7 stylist. He's level 3 law enforcement. Like, these people still have their careers, their levels. They don't still have their wishes, which sucks. They do keep their inventory items. So they have all their inventory items. They also keep family inventory, but I deleted everything from it. I think I might give them some makeovers, and I'm definitely going to be giving this house a makeover. I mean, I just moved them into a random house, just, to get it out the way. But if you're interested in keeping up with these Baudelaire family, there is going to be a legacy family tree in the description. So be sure to check that out, whenever, just check in, see the family. I'm going to try to update it as much as I can. But also, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch this family. So if you ever just want to pop in when I'm streaming The Sims 3, feel free to do so. Check in on the family. Um, and, who knows? Maybe you'll see the next generation or two or three Sims you might not even recognize. So just stay tuned in with this family. I'm going to have so much fun with them.